You know, I'm only...
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at the Lakers. They're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And, of course, the Houston Rockets. Well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
When I look at the Lakers, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Here are the five for the Lakers. Connect is out there with John Collins. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's the eraser in at the point guard position. And for Houston, Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Wright in at the 4. And in the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
It'll be the Rockets off the tip.
Get the perimeter.
Here's Ellis. Pass to Şengün from the arc. Drains the triple.
For all his inside the three-point line prowess, Şengün can still get it done outside.
Here's the eraser. Shot is good by Reeves.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Green. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And he can't jam it through. And we're about a minute into the first. That one goes. Count it.
He's a taller guy for the one spot, and as we just saw, he puts that length to good use.
Brooks a screen on Reeves. And here's Green from the arc. Rebound, the Lakers. Last time they met in Los Angeles.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And Houston has possession, following the score by the Lakers. Pass to Ellis. The 3. And Reeves pulls it down.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Collins, left side. Reeves with the ball. Here's the eraser. They get it back. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Boy, excellent possession from this team that time. When you set up Drummond down low, I mean, you're going to get trips to the line.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game now. And that one falls for Drummond. He's perfect from the line this time.
He is a monster on the glass, but Andre Drummond doesn't just have size. He's also developed really good timing and instincts that help elevate his game.
Now here's Brooks. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Right with the ball. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ellis. Houston with another miss.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
4-3, and that one's good. The eraser. The eraser's got 5 points.
Boy, they're on fire right now, cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And now that we have a minute, let's take a look at the best shooting teams in the association. Number 1, Los Angeles.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Back to Green. They still need this. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Green, such a hard cover because he's always in attack mode, disruptive to the defense, and makes it hard to guard him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Now here's Reeves. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Right outside. Şengün passes to right. Back to Şengün. And here is Green. From outside the arc. Drummond grabs the miss. The Lakers lead by 9. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Sinks the tray.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's Wright. He had 10 points in the win against Portland. The Rockets with another miss. To the inside. Here's the eraser. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Ellis. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And his effort carried over to the defensive end. He came away with 3 steals and was a pest in general all night.
Inside. Right wing. Tries the spin move. It's hauled in by Houston.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And it's Green missing. The Lakers lead by 14. Here's the eraser. Here's Collins. And he banks in the layup.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Wright, still without a bucket, and that one's good. Green.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Reeves, the pass to the eraser. Here he goes, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Whitmore's checked in for Houston. Here's the eraser. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Counted from distance. The eraser's got 15 points.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Down low. Stolen by Drummond. And that one's good. The eraser. 17 points in the game.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Outside Whitmore. Ellis passes to Brooks. He buries it from 3.
And when Brooks has his jumper working, the defense needs to locate him as soon as they can.
Here's the 3. Brooks with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ellis's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 18. Over to the left wing. The 3 is up. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
You can't help but look toward their defense. And they're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Fires in the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Brooks outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Physical play finds Dylan Brooks, but he also looks for it. He gives it and takes it.
The free throw dropped for Brooks.
Every team wants to have an enforcer or two, somebody who's physical, unafraid, gives his teammates confidence. Brooks is one of those guys.
And the Rockets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Luka Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. The Lakers lead by 22. Here's the eraser. 20 points for him. Stolen. Poke loose. And they're on the break. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the eraser in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He scored 64 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Pass to Doncic. No good off the back of the rim.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Outside Whitmore. And here's Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Misses another. He's 0 for 4.
This is not his quarter. He needs to give up some touches and recalibrate.
The eraser. The pass to Doncic. Here's the eraser. 23 points in the game. The three is up. And another three for the Lakers.
Timeout.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And some changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Drummond, and Chris Middleton is subbed in for Reeves. The Rockets shooting just 21% in the first quarter. Here's Benton. 9 points for him in his last game. Pass to Ferguson. Here's Şengün, 5 to shoot. Over Collins. They need this. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. The Eraser's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Doncic with the bucket.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Here's Benton. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Reeves is checked in for Houston. Here's Benton. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. Here's Şengün. The Eraser grabs a board. The Eraser's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass to Collins. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3. Collins has got 5.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's the Eraser. 23 points in the game. Doncic with the bucket.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's Benton. Still no points. Pass to Şengün. Back to Benton. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And guys, those road games are never easy, but they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Pass to Johnson. The shot, no good. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And there's the lob. And Collins with the slam.
Throw it anywhere near Collins, he'll take care of the rest, putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Up top, Şengün. On the wing, Whitmore. Lots of room. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. It's Los Angeles just dominating this one. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. The win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Wright checked in for the Rockets. Ellis comes in for Johnson. And so in the game for the Lakers, they've got Luka Doncic. Connect is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's the eraser in at the 1. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Such great timing, defensive awareness too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
I got yours.
Pass to Wiseman. Stolen by Drummond. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's the eraser. To stop the drought. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Ellis. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's the eraser. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. The eraser's got 27 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Pass to Ellis. On the wing, Green. Right outside. Back to Green. There's the 3. Rebound, the Lakers. The eraser's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Back to Green. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Houston making some changes. Şengün comes in for Wiseman, and it's Dillon Brooks in for Whitmore. John Collins checked in for the Lakers. Reeves comes in for Doncic. Here's the eraser. 30 points in the game. To the left side wing. Here's Collins. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Collins has got 9 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
To stop the run, and that one's good. Green.
Excellent job by Green finishing through that contact.
Here's the eraser, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Three-pointer, Brooks. They grab their own miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Collins. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in his many attempts.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Ellis, off target from 3-point range.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Here's Connect. And again, it's the Lakers.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And it's Green missing.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Pass to Drummond.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's the eraser. He's got 32 points. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. The eraser's got 35 in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And here's Green from the arc. Nails it from 3. Green's got 11 points.
Gotta love seeing Green deliver the revenge 3-ball payback right at you. Great response.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Another 3 from Houston.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Here's the eraser. 37 points for him. And here's Reeves outside. Right with the board. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets.
Get outside, get outside.
Pass to Green. Fires the 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The eraser, the pass to Reeves. Hits a 3-pointer. He's got 10.
Reeves keeping the defense honest there, knocking down that corner 3.
Now here's Green. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland. Knocked away and stolen by Reeves. Here's the eraser. 3-pointer. And Los Angeles another 3.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Pass to the eraser. The 3. And the 3-pointer goes. The eraser's got 40 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Brooks from outside. Offensive rebound.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Well, Houston's shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Green is a made bucket getter, and his number has been called all night, and he has delivered.
13 feet out. And again, it's the Lakers.
And that's an owner's manual possession to get them a good look there.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Ellis, good. Ellis has got 4 points this quarter.
Good on Brooks for making that extra pass. That was the smart play.
To the paint. Here's Reeves. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Up top, Brooks. Pass to Ellis. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The eraser. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. The eraser's got 45 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, they've played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Lakers.
Vintage teamwork right there tonight. Everyone is looking to be the setup guy.
Yeah, when anyone could be the next to score, the defense can't tell what's coming, and the ball is certainly finding the open man.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Wright in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved, hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Now Green. Şengün, a screen on Reeves. And here's Green from the arc. And Reeves pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Collins for 3. Ellis with a rebound. And the Rockets shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Here's the eraser. And he jams it home with authority.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Connects from downtown. Green's got 19 points.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Out to the wing. And here's Connect outside. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And it's Brooks missing. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Over Green. Again, the Lakers score.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Outside, Green. Rebounded by the Lakers. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Ellis to halt the run. Pure from three-point range. Ellis has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And out of bounds. Houston will have it. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Green, the pass to Brooks. Here's Ellis. Lets a three fly. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Inside. Goes back up. The Rockets pull it in. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Reeves. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. And Collins with the slam.
Well, when he's dialed in like this, Collins can be a serious difference maker on offense. Hopefully he can keep it up.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Ellis passes to Şengün. It's right on the wing. Here's Ellis. From downtown. Collins with the rebound. Here's the eraser. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Pass to connect. Outside Reeves. Here's the eraser. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Monday, they kick off a road trip at Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Ben Simmons and the Phoenix Suns.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Right outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
Well, look at this. I mean, points off turnovers. So aggressive, forcing the other team to make mistakes, and it's really paid off.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And he makes a first. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, BA, changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Here's Connect. Brooks defending. Left side Reeves. Fires the 3. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Şengün finds Green. The Rockets with another miss.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Drummond with the bucket.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And Houston is shooting poorly at only 28%. Şengün against Drummond. Şengün passes to Ellis. Off target from outside.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Green against Reeves. Collins passes to Drummond. Pass to the eraser. Just 4 to shoot. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Another possession. Another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
And here is Green. He's got 19. Looking to win the run. The Rockets again can't hit.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Ellis passes to Green. Puts up a three. Ellis's shot is off.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Collins with a screen on Brooks. And here's Reeves outside. And Los Angeles, another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And that one's good. Green.
Green, because of his creativity and athleticism, carving up the defense with ease.
Pass to Reeves. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Ellis. On the wing, Brooks. Launches a three. The Eraser grabs a board. The Eraser's got 15 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. Drummond with the bucket. Drummond's got 4 points in the quarter.
Drummond is not only massive, he's also got good touch and agility, which makes him a threat to score on the interior every time he has it.
Here's Şengün. From outside, off the mark. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Here's Connect. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist. Connect's got 12 points.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Reeves against Green. There's the triple. The Lakers with a rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Drummond. Outside Reeves. Here's the Eraser. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Reeves, the pass to the Eraser. And here's Connect outside. And no good. And the Rockets shooting only 27% for today's game. Green for 3. Knocks down the triple. Green's got 24 points.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's the Eraser. Takes the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Right outside. Brooks outside. Şengün, the screen. Ellis passes to Şengün. Got a hand on it. To the left wing. Pass to Connect. The 3 ball. And another 3 for the Lakers.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Green, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Muscling through contact. This is where Şengün's at his best.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
So it's Los Angeles now. Here's the Eraser. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Şengün. Whitmore goes in and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
James is checked in for Los Angeles. So for the Rockets, Wiseman, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Green comes in for Reeves, and Ellis is subbed in for Banton. And so in the game for the Lakers, they've got Chris Middleton, also Jared Vanderbilt out there. Luka Doncic is out there with Shepherd, and it's the eraser in at the point. The Lakers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth, and book it for Vanderbilt.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's Green. No good, a bit long that time. For Los Angeles, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. 2 points. That one goes.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Wiseman finds Green, and he drives in. That one's good for 2. Green's got 10 points here in the second half.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Ellis passes to Wiseman. Vanderbilt with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Vanderbilt. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Outside Johnson. Screen by Wiseman. Takes a 3. The eraser grabs a board. The eraser's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Into the lane. Pass to Shepherd. Here's the eraser. 3-pointer. On target from range. The eraser's got 55.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Here's Ellis. The Rockets again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Pass to Wiseman. Green with the ball. A shot to stop the run. Ellis, good.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
Here's the eraser. One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact the players have that option and that freedom.
Outside Johnson. On the wing, Green, guarded by Doncic. And that one's good. Green's got 28 points for the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Doncic against Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Houston. Back comes Houston in transition. Drills it from deep. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, with all that space, it's hard for the defense to stay connected to everybody.
Pass to the eraser. And here's Shepherd for 3. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
The shot by Johnson, no good. The Lakers have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Here's the eraser. He drops it from range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Wiseman finds Green. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. The eraser's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Shot on the wing. Yet another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Green with the ball. No good on the three. Here's the eraser, covered by Johnson. Pass to the eraser. From deep, here's Doncic. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
On the wing, Whitmore. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
The eraser, the pass to Middleton. Here's the eraser. Back to Middleton. And it's in there.
Unleashes the bounce pass, an accurate assist.
Houston has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Here's Whitmore. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Pass to Doncic. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 18 points now here in the second half.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Here's Ellis. No good with the triple.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
The eraser, the pass to Doncic. Launches it, and he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Ellis. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
A nice shot by Doncic.
Luka won't take 3-pointers laying down. He's coming right back at you with the answer.
Green finds Wiseman. Here's Ellis. Misses the jumper. A minute 42 left in the final quarter. Here's the eraser. Pass to Shepard. Here's the eraser. Now here's Doncic. Green covering. Doncic with the bucket.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this is win number 60 for the year. A huge milestone for them and a testament to the effort and energy these guys bring every night.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And what a huge performance it was for the eraser.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Here's Shepard. Yes, it's good.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Doncic against Green. It's Middleton on the wing. Back to Doncic. It counts.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.
Could watch basketball for another 30 years and not see that again.
Man, the air really is thinner up here. Hope you've been running.